Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our channel. Most men have no clue how powerful their words are. They think attraction is all about looks, money, or status. But the truth is, the way you make her feel is what really sets you apart. And one of the most underrated weapons, you have a well-placed compliment. Think about it. Have you ever seen a woman's entire energy shift? Just because of something a man said? One sentence delivered the right way can change the way she sees you forever. Today, I'm breaking down 8 powerful compliments that go beyond surface level. Flattery, these aren't weak. Try hard lines that make you look desperate. These are deep psychological compliments that trigger something primal in her mind, making her feel truly seen, respect, and drawn to you. And here's the brutal truth. If you're out here throwing weak, generic compliments, you're just another forgettable guy in her DMS. But if you understand the stoic approach to influence and attraction, the power of self, control calculated words, and the way you carry yourself, you'll know that true power lies in how you shape her perception of you. So if you're ready to elevate your game, stand out from every other guy, and leave a lasting impression, keep watching before we dive in. Take a moment to subscribe if you're ready to transform how you handle relationships. Using the power of stoicism, every video is a step toward mastering your mindset and building stronger, more meaningful connections. Compliment. Number 1, that fragrance you're wearing is addictive. It smells amazing. All right, let's start with something powerful. Fragrance, most guys overlook this. But if you understand the deeper psychology behind attraction, you'll realize that a woman's scent is one of the most powerful triggers for memory and desire. Think about it. How many times has a certain smell instantly taken you back to a specific moment, a place, or even a person? It's because scent is directly linked to the compliment. Number 1, brain's lake system, the part responsible for emotive memories. When you compliment a woman's fragrance, you're not just saying, she smells good. Compliment number 1, you're telling her that her scent lingers in your mind even after she's gone. And that's an intoxicating thought for any woman. But here's the brutal truth. Most guys don't pay attention to details. They throw out the compliments, like you look nice or that dress is pretty. But a man who notices how she smells, the energy her scent carries, and how it affects him, that's a man who stands out. Now, this is where stoicism comes into play. A stoic man understands that words have weight. He doesn't just blurt things out for validation. Every word he speaks is deliberate, intentional, and impactful. So when you say that fragrance you're wearing is addictive, say it like you mean it, don't overdo it. Confidence is quiet. Desperation is loud. Deliver it with that steady, grounded energy, like a man who knows his value. And when you do watch how her entire body language shifts, she'll remember that compliment, not just in the moment, but every time she wears that perfume again. That's the power of psychological attraction. Compliment number 2, your smile could brighten up an entire room. Let's break this down because this one's powerful and most guys miss it. A smile isn't just a simple facial expression. It's a vibe, a frequency, an energy that can shift the entire atmosphere. When you tell a woman that her smile could light up a room, you're not just commenting on how pretty her teeth are. No, you're recognizing her energy, that magnetic aura she brings into every space she enters. Think about it. You've been in rooms where someone's smile just makes everything feel a little brighter, where the energy shifts and suddenly everyone feels more at ease. A smile feel like that isn't just about beauty. It's power. That woman who can make a room feel lighter with just a compliment. In 2 curve of her lips, she holds influence. And when you call it out, you're showing. You understand that power. You're telling her, I see you. I see your ability to change the environment with just your presence. But compliment number 2. Here's the cold, harsh reality. Most guys don't notice this. They get stuck in shallow compliments about looks, but they miss the deeper layer. A woman's smile isn't just her appearance, it's a reflection of her inner world, her openness, and her ability to transmit positivity in a world that can be dark and unforgiving. So when you drop this compliment, you're not just flattering her, you're acknowledging something rare. You're recognizing the impact she has on the people around her, and that's a compliment that goes deep. Now let's tie this back to Stoicism. A Stoic man is someone who is aware of the energy he brings to the table. He doesn't seek validation, but when he notices something worth appreciating in another person, he calls it out straightforward without hesitation. It's the same principle here. A Stoic man isn't just seeing a smile, he's seeing the effect of that smile, the way it can disrupt negativity and bring light into the room. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to hear that? Who wouldn't want to be told that their presence alone can change the energy of an entire room? A woman doesn't hear that every day, and that's exactly why this compliment sticks. It's real, it's raw, and it's powerful compliment. Number 3, I love how real you are. You don't try to fit in. Let be brutally honest for a second. In a world full of masks where social media pushes everyone to wear a filter, where fake personalities are the norm, and where conformity is rewarded, authentic, it is becoming a rare and almost revolutionary trait. Being real isn't just attractive, it's a power move when you tell a woman, I love how real you are. You're not just throwing out a generic compliment. You're acknowledging something that most people are too afraid to show the world the courage to be unapologetic herself. Now here's the reality. Check, women hear compliments about their looks all the time. You're beautiful, you look amazing. Compliment number 3, you're stunning. But what happens when a man tells her something deeper? What happens? Compliment number 3. When you notice the core of who she is, not just the surface, that's when you strike a chord, a connection that goes beyond the shallow surface level praise you're telling her. I see you not the version you think you have to be for the world, but the raw, unfilled Ed, authentic you that hits differently because authenticity cuts through the noise. It shows that you're not just looking at her through the lens of attraction, but through the lens of genuine respect. Women are used to being valued for their looks. But when you appreciate who they are beneath all the layers, that's where the magic happens. That's when you start building a connection based on respect for her true self, not some manufactured version of her. And let's not sugarcoat it. Realness is intimidating. It's easy to conform, easy to hide behind the mask of what others expect. But the moment someone dares to show up as their real, raw self, that's power. That's what makes someone truly stand out. So when you tell her you love how real she is, you're not just complimenting her personality, you're acknowledging the strength it takes to be authentic in a world that demands conformity in the realm of Stoicism. Authenticity is close tied to the idea of living in alignment with one's true nature. A Stoic man doesn't bend or break to fit societal expectations. He is who he is. No pretensions, no compromises, no pretending. And the same principle applies when you compliment her for being real. You're showing that you admire that strength. You're recognizing that authenticity isn't a flaw. It's a strength that makes us stand out in a world full of pretenders. And here's the brutal truth. Most people will never be as real as she is. That's why this compliment hits so hard. It's rare, it's real, and ultimately it shows you're not interested in the fake versions of people. You want the real deal compliment number 4. I love the way you see the world. It's so unique and it really makes me think, let's face it, the world is full. Compliment number 4 of clones. People compliment number 4 living on autopilot, pairing the same tire opinions and following the same predictable routines. But then there are those who stand out, those who see the world differently, who don't just float along with the current, but instead challenge the status quo and redefine how they interact with everything around them. And when you notice that, when you acknowledge that level of depth, you're tapping into something powerful. Telling a woman, I love the way you see the world, is more than just a compliment. It's a recognition of her mind, her ability to think critically, see nuance, and question the obvious. You're telling her that her thoughts matter to you. In a world where most guys are obsessed with what's on the surface, what she looks like, how she dressed, S's, or if she fits the perfect mold, you're cutting through all that superficial noise and appreciating her intellect. That's a rare move. Here's the reality, though. Most people are trapped in their innocuous, often signal self-consciousness and a desire to present herself in the best light when she adjusts her hair in your presence. It's more than just grooming. It's an unspoken way of drawing attention to her physical appearance and creating a connection with you. This kind of behaviour is often instinctive and occurs when she's aware that you're looking, but she may not realise that it's a form of flirting. Another subtle yet powerful gesture is mirroring. This is when she subtly mimics your posture movements or expressions. If you're sitting back in your chair, she might unconsciously adopt the same position. If you cross your legs, she might do the same shortly afterward. Mirroring is a form of non-verbal communication that happens when two people feel a natural connection. It's a sign that she's trying to SN herself with you, both physically and emotionally. It suggests comfort pour and a desire to establish common ground. This behaviour often occurs subconsciously and can be a clear indicator that she's interested in developing a deeper connection. Accidental or seemingly casual physical contact is another key sign of interest. These touches can be subtle but deliberate. For instance, she might lightly brush your arm during conversation, or her hand might accidentally touch yours as she reaches for something nearby. It may seem like a mistake, but in many cases, it's a way of testing boundaries and seeing how you'll react. These physical cues are usually not overly forward. Instead, they're gentle and lingering, providing a safe way for her to express attraction without overtly doing so. The closeness of these interactions can create a sense of intimacy and invite further connection, making it clear that she enjoys your company and is trying to establish a stronger bond. Beyond these individual gestures, the overall context of her body language is essential in interpreting her feelings. If she combines these subtle touches with frequent eye contact, smiling or leaning in closer during conversations, it indicates she's not just being polite, but is genuinely interested in you. The way her eyes light up when she sees you, how she maintains prolonged eye contact while speaking, or the way she subtly shifts her body to face you, are all signs that she wants to be noticed and is hoping to create a deeper connection. If she laughs at your jokes more than necessary or seems to hang on to your every word, it's another clear indication that she's emotionally invested in the moment. Her responses to your behaviour can also speak volumes. For example, if you're sharing a story or experience, she might nod in agreement or lean forward with genuine curiosity, signalling that she values your words and is emotionally engaged. This type of attention is typically reserved for someone she's interested in, not just a casual acquaintance. Women of all ages use body language to signal interest, and even though these signs can be very subtle, they're highly revealing when put together. While words may only express a fraction of what she feels, her gestures often provide a much clearer picture of her attraction. It's important to notice the little things, whether it's a fleeting glance, a shared moment of laughter, or the warmth of her touch. If these signs are consistently present, then it's likely she finds you attractive and is looking for a way to communicate that interest without being overt. By paying attention to these more subtle cues, you'll have a much clearer moment to reflect on the 8 signs. We've explored what stood out to you the most. Which of these signs do you see in yourself? Or which one do you feel you can embrace moving forward? We'd love to hear from you. So, leave a comment below sharing one thing isn't just about recognizing your attractiveness, but about boosting your confidence and embracing the qualities thoughts matter to us. So, don't hesitate to share if you enjoyed this video and found it valuable. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support helps us create more content. Kind of woman you need by your side, compliment number 6. You're honestly one of the most thoughtful people I've ever met. You really care about others, and it shows. Let's get real in a world of self-centered games and fake personas. Genuine thoughtfulness is a rare commodity. Everyone's out for themselves, looking for what they can get. But those who actually care, who put others first, stand out. When you tell her she's one of the most thoughtful people you've ever met, you're not just paying lip service, you're recognizing depth. It's not just the grand jest, it's the little things. Remembering small details from past conversations, checking in on someone who's struggling, going out of her way to make people feel valued. These actions are the mark of a compliment number 77 woman, who isn't just about getting attention, but about giving something real. And when you notice that, it means you see her for who she really is. Here's the thing. Most people in today's world are selfish. It's all about status followers and quick gains. But thoughtful people, they're different. They had value, not just take when you call that out. You're not only acknowledging her actions, you're respecting her character, something deeper than surface-level compliments in the red pill world. We know that actions speak louder than words. It's about recognizing what's real, not what's flashy. Her thoughtfulness is a reflection of her integrity, and that's something that stands the test of time. This is the kind of woman who doesn't just play the game for herself. She's someone who genuinely adds value from a stoic perspective. We admire virtue. Stoicism teaches us to recognize what truly matters, living a life of integrity and caring for others. So when you acknowledge her thoughtfulness, you're not just recognizing a trait, you're honoring strength. This is a woman who embodies value, and that's something worth appreciating. Compliment number 6. S, I love how driven you are. Your sense of purpose is seriously inspiring. Let's face it, ambition isn't just about chasing money or status. It's about the fire in your gut that pushes you to keep grinding, keep moving forward. No matter how hard life gets in today's world, of instant gratification, the ones who stay focused on their mission, who wake up every day with a sense of purpose, stand out when you tell a woman, I love how driven you are. You're acknowledging something deeper than just her hustle. You're recognizing her passion, her grit, and her refusal to settle for mediocrity in a society where so many people just float through life waiting for things to happen. She's out there making things happen, and that's rare. You're telling her that. You see the effort, the late nights, the sacrifices, the non-stop grind. You're saying, I see you pushing yourself to reach your potential, to build something real. That's not just a compliment. It's compliment number 8, recognition. It tells her that her drive, compliment number 8, is noticed, respected, and admired, and in a world full of superficial interactions that hits hard. We live in a world where so many are content with just getting by, stuck in a comfort zone, afraid to break out. But a woman who's driven isn't afraid to chase her vision. She's out here with purpose, breaking barriers and making things happen. And when you call that out, you're telling her that she's different. You're telling her she's not just some passing distraction. She's a force to be reckoned with in the red pill space. We understand that drive is key. Men and women alike need that fire to thrive without it. You're just another face in the crowd. But when someone has that purpose, that's a person who has true value. And as a Stoic, you recognize that true virtue lies in commitment to one's mission. In the relentless suit of excellence, complimenting her drive isn't just flattering. It's acknowledging her strength. It's honoring the fact that she's living intentionally, building something real in a world of distractions. Compliment number 8. You have this incredible way of making people feel comfortable and truly valued. Let's talk about emotional intelligence. That rare, almost magical ability to make others feel like they truly matter in a world full of people constantly trying to prove their worth or make themselves seem more important than they are. Someone who has this gift stands out. You've seen it. It's that person who walks into a room and instantly changes the energy. They don't need to say much. Their presence alone makes people feel at ease, like they've been accepted for who they truly are. No facades required when you tell a woman you have this incredible way of making people feel comfortable and truly valued. You're pointing out something that most own bubble. They surround themselves with the same kind of thinking, the same kind of people. It's easier that way, but when you come across someone who doesn't think like everyone else, who sees things from a different angle, that's when things get interesting. You can't help but be drawn to that mindset, that refreshing. Take on the world, and if you're smart, you recognize that value, you admire it. When you tell her you love the way she sees the world, you're showing her that her perspective has weight. You're telling her that her ideas don't just echo in an empty room, they make an impact. Now think about this for a second. Compliments are cheap, especially when they focus on surface level stuff. You're so beautiful. You look amazing. I love your hair. Anyone can throw those out. But when you say, I love the way you see the world, you're diving deeper. You're acknowledging her mind. You're interested in how she analyzes life, how she interprets experiences, how she makes sense of the chaos that's rare, and it's exact what sets you apart from the crow. It's a sign that you're not just a man who gets distracted by physical beauty, but a man, compliment number 5, who values substance. Compliment number 5, who sees beyond the surface. And let's be real here. Most men don't care about her mind. They're too busy chasing after the next shiny object. But the moment you show interest in her thoughts, the way she processes the world, that's when you start building a true connection. You're not just some guy trying to get in her pants. You're a man who respects what makes her different, what makes stand out from all the other women who simply follow the herd. This is where stoicism comes into play. The stoic man knows the value of wisdom, of seeing the world clearly, of questioning what's in front of him, and seeking deeper understanding. A stoic doesn't follow the crowd. He takes his own path, sees life through his own lens, and appreciates the unique perspectives of others. So when you give her this compliment, you're subtly tapping into that same philosophy, recognizing the power of independent thought and honoring her for having the courage to embrace her unique perspective. At the end of the day, this isn't just a compliment about how she sees the world. It's a compliment about her vision, her ability to look beyond the obvious, to find the deeper meaning, and to make you think twice about how you view things. And trust me, that's what separates the real men from the boys, the ones who appreciate true depth from those who are just playing the shallow game. All right, real quick, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these compliments would you actually use in a conversation. Or better yet, type this in the comments. Words have power, and I know how to use them. It helps lock in what you've learned and boosts engagement. Let's see, who's really paying attention? Compliment number 5. I love your energy. It's contagious and makes me want to be the best version of myself. Let's face it, energy is everything you've probably encountered. Those people who drain you, those who suck the life out of every room. But then there are others who light it up. The kind of people whose energy doesn't just fill the space, it commands it. When you tell her I love your energy, it's not just a throwaway compliment, you're recognizing the force she brings. The way her compliment number 6 presents. Compliment number 6 elevates everyone around her. It's like a spark that ignites something in you, pushing you to do better, to level up, to become more energy. Isn't just about being fun. It's about being a presence that motivates, that makes others want to be the best version of themselves. And when you tell her that her energy is contagious, you're letting her know that she's the kind of person who inspires growth and action. Here's the brutal truth. Life doesn't wait if you want to succeed. You need to surround yourself with people who force you to rise. People like her with that kind of infectious energy are the ones who push you to excel. She doesn't just exist in the world, she makes it better by simply being herself from a stoic perspective. This is powerful. The Stoics believed in self-mastery, not just controlling what we can, but surrounding ourselves with those who challenge us to become the best version of ourselves by recognizing her energy. You're acknowledging the impact she has on your growth. This isn't just about making her feel good. This is about recognizing true power. Her energy isn't just a vibe. It's a call to action. It's the kind of presence that forces you to stop settling and start living your potential. And in a world where most men are stuck in mediocrity, that's the